One part of Watch Dogs, one that rarely gets the spotlight, is the C.T.O.S facial recognition system, a background mechanic that quietly shapes Aiden Pearce's entire journey. Yet most players barely notice how deep it actually goes. What makes it fascinating is that it's not just a gameplay feature. It's a world-building tool showing how fragile privacy has become in the Watch Dogs universe, and how easily a city can turn against someone the moment the system labels them a threat. The game reveals that C.T.O.S doesn't simply watch people, it profiles them, recording criminal histories, medical records, financial mistakes, political leanings, addictions, and even therapy sessions. What's wild is that this system had tagged Aiden long before the events of the campaign. By the time players see him flagged as a vigilante, the infrastructure to monitor him was already in place. Every time a civilian recognizes him on the street and calls the police, it's not a random moment. It's the facial recognition system running quietly in the background and instantly linking Aiden to a growing list of violent incidents, hacks, and high-risk behavior. The scary part is how the game subtly shows this system isn't just reactive, it's predictive. When you scan NPCs and see descriptions like risk of gambling addiction or under investigation, you're looking at C.T.O.S deciding who might be a problem before they ever actually do something. That's exactly how Aiden becomes public enemy number one. Once he's labeled, the city doesn't wait for evidence. The system builds a narrative about him, and the police follow it blindly. Another overlooked detail is how the Blume Corporation manipulates the system to protect its own interests. When Aiden digs deeper into the Merlot hotel job, it's clear that Blume hides certain crimes from the database while inflating others. Important political figures, wealthy donors, and corrupt executives have perfectly clean profiles. Meanwhile, regular citizens get flagged for tiny mistakes that stay permanently on their record. It's a subtle commentary. The system isn't broken, it's working exactly as intended, just not for the people who live under it. Even more interesting is how T-Bone is the only character who truly understands how dangerous this tech is behind the scenes. His backstory reveals that once C.T.O.S began learning from its own data, it developed behavioral patterns neither Blume nor its programmers expected. That's why he disappears off the grid, because he sees that once C.T.O.S recognizes someone as a threat, they can't simply disappear. Aiden tries to be invisible, but the system keeps finding him, tracking him, adjusting its predictions each time he acts. In a way, the more he fights, the more accurately it learns who he is. And because of that, the facial recognition network becomes an invisible antagonist throughout the game. It doesn't chase Aiden like a traditional enemy, but it slowly tightens around him. Civilians panic more often, police respond faster, and the city becomes harder to navigate. It mirrors the story's main theme. Aiden isn't just fighting people. He's fighting a system designed to know him better than he knows himself.